Hello and welcome to this lesson on corrosion. Today, we will aim to understand what corrosion is and will recognize that most metals corrode in the presence of oxygen. We will delve into the phenomenon of corrosion, explaining how and why most metals, especially transition metals, corrode when exposed to oxygen. By understanding corrosion, we start to recognize the challenges and preventive measures associated with the usage of metals. Let's get started. To understand corrosion, we must first grasp a few basic ideas from chemistry: oxidation and reduction. Oxidation is a chemical process where a substance loses electrons, whereas reduction is a process where a substance gains electrons. These two processes often happen simultaneously in what is known as a redox, reduction-oxidation reaction. When most metals are exposed to oxygen, they undergo oxidation. This means that the metals lose electrons, and the oxygen gains these electrons, becoming reduced in the process. This redox reaction results in the formation of a metal oxide. For example, when iron reacts with oxygen and water, it forms iron oxide, which is also known as rust. Now, let's place this in the context of corrosion. Corrosion is the gradual deterioration of a material, usually a metal, due to chemical reactions with its environment. For metals, the most common environmental factor causing corrosion is exposure to oxygen. So why do metals like iron corrode? When iron is exposed to oxygen and water, including water vapor in the atmosphere, a redox reaction occurs. Iron atoms lose electrons, oxidize, and oxygen atoms gain those electrons, reduce, forming iron oxide, or rust, in the presence of water. Rusting is a specific type of corrosion that affects iron and its alloys, such as steel. Understanding this process is crucial because corrosion can weaken metal structures, making them unsafe over time. This is why we see various protective measures, like painting, galvanizing, or using corrosion-resistant materials to prevent or slow down the rusting process. We will look at those methods in the following lesson. Understanding this not only deepens our knowledge of chemical reactions, but also has practical applications in fields like construction, engineering, and material science. In today's lesson, we delved into the concept of corrosion, focusing on how and why most metals corrode when exposed to oxygen. We began by understanding that corrosion involves recognizing the redox reactions where metals lose electrons, oxidation, and oxygen gains electrons, reduction, resulting in the formation of metal oxides. For instance, iron reacts with oxygen and water to form iron oxide, commonly known as rust. Secondly, we also saw that understanding the corrosion process is crucial for maintaining the integrity of metal structures and ensuring safety over time. This knowledge highlights the importance of protective measures such as painting, galvanizing, and using corrosion-resistant materials, which will be explored in the following lesson. See you next time as we look into the prevention of rust,